Yuhao's undead army. After chanting for a full minute, Huo Yuhao released a huge wave of gray undead energy toward their linked defensive barriers. The Soul Engineers immediately opened fire, but their Soul Tool attacks disappeared into the gray mist without any effect. Then the mist entered the ground. The low-level undead that had previously been destroyed began rising again. Skeleton soldiers and zombies crawled from beneath the earth, quickly filling the battlefield once more. To the Soul Engineers, it looked as if the undead could never truly die. In reality, only low-level undead could be repeatedly revived, while Huo Yuhao had not even deployed his stronger undead creatures. But the enemy did not know this. Fear took over. Many Soul Engineers ignored orders and continued firing wildly, desperately trying to destroy every undead creature they could see. Even after the battlefield appeared clear, they kept attacking for several more minutes. By the time they finally stopped, they had wasted huge amounts of soul power and were completely exhausted. Then a reconnaissance Soul Engineer suddenly reported that another massive wave of undead was approaching. The news nearly destroyed the army's remaining morale. Several exhausted Soul Engineers panicked and tried to escape through the defensive barrier. To prevent the entire force from collapsing, Zhu Tianyuan immediately killed 6 deserters. But even that was not enough. With no other choice, Zhu Tianyuan used one of his greatest trump cards, a rank 9 stationary soul cannon shell. A brilliant azure explosion swept across the battlefield, destroying a huge number of undead. Nearly 1/3 of them disappeared from the Soul Engineers' detection devices. The terrifying power of the rank 9 shell finally restored some confidence among the soldiers. However, Zhu Tianyuan knew he had paid a huge price. A rank 9 stationary soul cannon shell was an extremely valuable weapon that should have been saved for a powerful enemy or a desperate situation. Instead, he had been forced to waste one simply to keep his army from collapsing. Watching from a distance, Huo Yuhao was also surprised. His undead army had suffered heavy losses, but he quickly realized something more important. The 2 elite Soul Engineer legions had already lost their psychological balance. Their discipline was weakening, their soldiers were exhausted, and one of their strongest weapons had already been exposed. Huo Yuhao decided it was time to change tactics. He withdrew the undead army and erased all traces of undead energy, making it seem as though the attack had finally ended. But his real killing move was only beginning. As an ultimate ice titled Douluo and a rank 9 Soul Engineer, Huo